what led you to go to? What'd you do in between leaving? Well, actually, let's move back a little. Let's when you left WWE at that point.
Mm-hmm.
You took off and you left. What happened as far as the company saying, "Are you coming back? What's going on?"
I basically I get a call from her one time, and I forgot who I talked to. But they basically told me, just right now, I just got to deal with, the situation with my sister dying, and because like I said, we were real close, man, and I had to deal with that situation first.
Did they understand, or?
They seem to. I don't think they expect me that I've never called WWF once since I've been gone, and I'm just now coming to grips with the fact that, I really enjoyed working for them. And I might be giving them a call and I see what Vince says.
Mm-hmm.
I'll sway to him situation and see what he said why I left. Because he didn't understand either. Nobody understood. You're getting a great push and you take off. I mean, they didn't understand.
See, his sister was sick real bad. Somebody in the comments tell me what year this was. Because he was younger back then. I don't know what year this interview was. But this is the one I was talking about before. I'm like, didn't the man say his sister was sick and he had some family business to see about? I'm like, you can't get mad at him for that. Now people hate him for that. They're just plain stupid. I'm talking, that's because I remember what was the other dude? He was in TNA, Monty Brown. He quit. He quit. Never came back. I think his sister or cousin or something got sick real bad. He never came back since. And that's been like almost 20 years. He was in WWF for like a minute and then he was gone. So can't get mad at him for that. Either one of them.
I mean, it's something I wasn't even willing to talk about, but I'm cool with it now. I mean, it's to the point now where she's my sister. I love her, and she's gone. There's nothing I can do about that.
So you left at that point. Did they try to? I mean, was it basically like, we'll call you? I mean, I'll call you. You kind of told them if I'm coming back.
Yeah, if I'm ever interested in wrestling, I will like to keep the options open and give you guys a call. But it was to the point where I had to, I had to really get things straight, come to grip with a lot of things, and that was one of them that was just hard to come to grips with.
Mm-hmm. So I guess they let you out of the you got a contract at that point.
Yeah, they let me out of the contract.
So it was just dissolved at that point, and then did you try getting back to them before you signed with WCW?
No.
So
WCW called me. Vince Russo called me a year after I left, and I told him no, so I didn't go back. Luckily, they called, and then when Stevie called me, it was from Ball Drinking, I said we basically grew up together, me and Stevie.
Yeah.
And we've been in a lot of fights together, the streets, a lot of street fights together. I don't know if he told you guys some of the stories.
No, not about the fight, no.
Yeah, well, we had some, we fought many wars in the streets together, man.
As teenagers, or?
Yeah, you can say teenager growing up, and then right before the business, and we were tag team before wrestling, like that. We tag team on many ass. And when Stevie called me and asked me to come tag with him, and I mean, that's my boy. I couldn't say no, and that's just the closest guys in the world to me and Stevie.
So Stevie got you in there, or
Well, Vince called us a year after I left WWF, wanted me to come out and told him this wasn't not something I wanted to do. Then Stevie, when he called a little while later, I was like, okay, you call in. And then we, sat down in a restaurant, me, him, and Vince Russo, and talked and got it together, how much I wanted and all that, and I went over there.
It was a new home heat, right?
Yeah. I was out of shape so bad then, my stomach was up here. I was like 410 pounds. That was the most miserable time of my life, man. 410 pounds.
That was on TV? You weighed that much?
Yeah, I was 410 WCW. Brother, it was miserable. I mean, I sweated 24 hours a day. I couldn't walk from telling you.
I remember when he talked about this too. Booker said something, and I want to back talk the man, miscorrect what he said. Something about he came in because he needed some money or some help or something. I can't remember the full piece of the interview. But because Ahmed said this in the newer interviews, he didn't feel like he was ready. He said, and he said he said he didn't look right up there. He said he wasn't in shape. Because I remember I first seen it. That was in 2000. Like, yeah, you could tell he he was bigger. I was like, oh shit, that's Ahmed Johnson. Because I still didn't know about the Big T and all that. So they still call him Ahmed Johnson. It's like when what's his name showed up. And I was like, wait a minute, that's Razor Ramon. When Scott Hall came walking down the aisle, you didn't know back then. I was like, what's Razor Ramon doing walking down the aisle? And I was like, I know I stood up that day. I was like, what the hell's going on here? Oh, but wrestling back then was something else.
Here to the bathroom when I was going. I mean, it was just terrible. Oh, I feel terrible.
And the run there, I guess, didn't really seem to work out for yourself. What came?
Well, like I said, when they called me, the only reason I went was for Stevie. Mm-hmm. And I was, like I said, I just was so out of shape, man. I mean,
he wasn't feeling it.
My sister's death, I just gave up on life, honestly. Gave up on life. I didn't care what happened. All I did was sit at home and eat and watch TV and start working out and everything. And recently, I'm back into it. I'm back down to my fighting weight and everything, but at the time, when I got 410 pounds, I mean, I couldn't believe I got that heavy. I didn't think it was capable of me getting that heavy. 410 pounds is what I weighed in WCW.
And tell us about your run there, as far as you had a couple matches with.
Well, as far as the matches and stuff go, I think I kind of enjoyed it in WCW. I mean, there was a lot of bickering. I mean, going back and forth with the boy, it was just. The problem with WCW to me was there was too many chiefs and not enough Indians. Mm-hmm. Everybody wanted to be the head honcho. I mean, you had egos clashing with egos. I mean, everybody wanted to be number one. Mm-hmm. And then it seemed like what happened was the boys got control of the WCW. And that's when things started getting bad. You got all these egos going up against each other, and things started getting bad from that point on.
Anybody you just didn't like that? That guy rubbed you the wrong way? People say Hall Nash.
Didn't like Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
That's one I didn't like. Was Jarrett.
Yeah. How'd you go along with Hall Nash?
Oh, I always go along with Scott Hall. Scott got mad at one point because, like I said, when I got WWF, let me tell you a story about Scott Hall. When I got WWF, nobody, I was a young rookie, nobody would help me. That's why I know the jealousy was there.
I remember you talked about
Scott
that.
Hall was the only one. I didn't ask for help or anything, but this man, every match I had, was behind the curtain watching me. When I got done, I came up the ring. He would pull me to the side every time and tell me what looked good, what didn't look good, what to change, what not to change. And then I think he got mad because when he left, when he was doing that, Vince had me doing that. After. Before I put you in the Pro Road Plunge, I would always go like that. Mm-hmm. And that was Scott Hall's thing when he was in WWE. He did it slow and cool. I did it real fast and intense. And from what I heard was he didn't appreciate me doing that. But it wasn't my call. It was the boss's call. I'm going to do what I'm told. And he didn't appreciate that. He thought I was, I guess, still in a gimmick or something. And so he didn't like that too much, I heard.
Mm-hmm. Any, did you have any run-ins with Ric Flair or
never
get along with him?
Yeah.
No,
I didn't have a run with anybody except that one thing with Mike Awesome and when he got hurt Booker. Mm-hmm. Besides that, no, I didn't have a run with anybody.
What led to you leaving WCW?
It's just I wasn't into it, man. Especially WCW, they were like the enemy. I feel like I was really dirty, man. Honestly, I did. I feel like I was dirty. I feel like I was betraying. And being a gang member and where I grew up, betraying somebody is just not something you can live with, mm-hmm. And I feel like I was betraying WWF and the fans. I honestly did.
Yeah, that's something, boy. Because I know people say, "Oh, he wasn't there that long," but I think about him more in WWF. Like certain wrestlers that went over there, it just didn't look right. Like you never thought you'd see Brett and Hogan over there. It was just weird. And then Brett got hurt, and and I know they still talking about why is Brett so damn sore? Like he's sore because he got kicked in the damn head. And I know Goldberg said it was an accident, but Brett is frustrated because I know we could have got a lot of matches in the early 2000s that we never got, or rematches. Like we could have seen Brett and Michaels again, Brett and Stone Cold one more time before he retired. Brett and Kurt Angle. We could have seen a lot of stuff. Even Brett and Cena. Yeah, and Brett would show his ass how to wrestle. But yeah, you would have seen a lot of great matches we didn't get to see.